Y'all there? Y'all ready to get more educated than the public school programming ever taught you? Come on and join me. Come on and join me for a real discussion. Yo, man. So since it's 2025, you know, I don't want to play this dumb game anymore. So I'm just going to expose it and then move on. I know a lot of you, you come to this country and you guys are, you guys stick together and stuff and all the foreign stuff. And I actually like that. I appreciate it. I think that's cool. I wish my people would learn that. But I understand why my people don't, because we're all not the same. We're all not the same people at all. That was actually like a lie told by the elites in the Boule, because the leader of the African Lodge is not even from Africa. He's from Barbados. So we can see how they play these games. So we're going to listen to two different points, and they're going to be revolving around the same thing. See, anybody who knows about Margaret Sanger, she was trying to not exterminate Black people, but she was trying to like trim their numbers down. But she was talking about a specific area. She didn't say all Black people. She was mainly speaking about the ones in the South. Now, here's my analogy. I believe that she figured out that, yes, some of her people were defected. I think she knew that. Because you always got to remember, you can keep trying to blame these Blacks all you want, but they didn't raise themselves. They were slaves. So it's like they didn't raise themselves. Margaret Sanger knew who raised them. But instead of blaming her people for the ignorance that they created, she just put the blame on the Blacks. Like, oh, they're making a bunch of children out of wedlock and they don't have any responsibility. We shouldn't allow them to breed to a certain extent. What if I was to tell you that, like I said, she knew who created those type of Blacks? She knew who created them. Well, we're about to listen to something. We're about to listen to Thomas Sowell, a very prolific, melanated American man. Very wise. I don't understand why we got Al Sharpton instead of him. He's fucking diamond. He's on the East Coast. Then we're going to listen to some Blacks all the way on the West Coast. And they're going to be saying the same thing. It's uncanny. To the point where it lets you know. Some of you are defected. Like you sexy reds, you Blacks that really believe that you're like some African slave and refuse to get the real information. We understand why. You are these nigger slaves from these boats. You are. You and then people, oh my God, nigger. I'm talking about lazy and ignorant. I'm not talking about colors. Newsflash. The Irish man, when he first came to the Americas, he was known as a potato nigger. Okay. The Arabians, still to this day, people call them sand niggers. They called the Native American red nigger. Okay? So nigger pretty much has nothing to do with color at all. It has to do with a status. And it's just saying you're lazy and ignorant. You don't know anything because you're not trying. Let's check out Thomas Sowell, yo. I want to get straight to this point because he, first of all, listening to him makes you smart. He make you smarter. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to even have him on our team. It's a blessing. Let's listen to him in an excerpt out of his book called Black Rednecks. And let's see what he's talking about. Wind it up. Sure it's here. All right, here we go.
Black Rednecks
Hold on.
and White Liberals by Thomas Sowell. Over 30 books.
Hold on. I understand why they're doing that. Remember, the point of my page is to give you information they don't want you to have. So I can see why they fuck with me.
Black Rednecks and White Liberals by Thomas Sowell. Over 30 books published. How important is this book to you?
Probably, it may be the most important because there are so many misconceptions about racial and ethnic issues that just straightening out the misconceptions is a major task in itself. I
just want you guys to know this is only 8 minutes. This is not long. But like he said, straightening out the misconceptions of race is very hard to do because a lot of Black people think that is them. They think being ignorant and sagging and not knowing how to speak proper and all, they think that's them. But they always leave out their slave master. They act like they created this shit on their own. It's not yours, okay? Let's keep going.
I don't reach any kind of policy conclusions in this book because, as I say, it's just it's a full-time job to get the facts straightened out. I can write a column in a newspaper aimed at the general public, and there'll be extremely few misunderstandings of what I said. I can say the same things in a book that's aimed at intellectuals, and there'll be incredible twists and turning. Well, he seemed to say this further than that. I remember one huge review trying to figure out the implications of ethnic America. And what made it a farce was that the last chapter of the book is titled Implications. So you don't have to guess what the implications I drew. They're right there. But I strongly suspect the person who wrote the review never got that far.
Black Rednecks, who are they?
These would be Blacks who came out of the Southern culture and who carried that culture with them north into the urban ghettos and into the ghettos of the South for that matter, and who have not moved out of that culture since. Over the years, both Blacks and whites have moved away from that culture. But
over the years, both Blacks and whites have moved away from that culture. What are we talking about? We're talking about the niggers that, for some reason, all these foreigners and whites love to promote. We're talking about the entertainers on TV, the ratchet ones, the ignorant ones, the ones that white people mimic. They never mimic a Thomas Sowell. They'll only mimic Ice Cube, Tupac, DMX, niggers. That's who they'll imitate. They'll only imitate our trash. He's saying that form of American, both whites and Blacks separated themselves from. That's why you never see these city whites hanging with their hillbilly redneck cousin. That's why you don't see it. They'll try to front like they big friends with them. No, you're not. If you was, you'd have hung around. You'd have stuck it out with them. You'd have never left. You wanted to separate from them because you knew there was something wrong with them. We're not talking about the South. We're talking about a culture that was created in the South that some of these coon-ass niggas will not let go because they need to be cleaned out. Let's keep going.
In the poorest and worst of the ghetto areas, there are lots of people who have not. And these kinds of, it's a culture which didn't do whites any good. And it's certainly not doing Blacks any good today. And the tragedy is that people regard this culture as somehow the authentic Black culture, and therefore you're not to interfere with it.
It's the authentic Black culture. You're not supposed to interfere with it. That's when somebody like me pop up.
Damn, look at this ugly thing. Who the hell is patting this vessel? Stevie fucking Wonder? Must be a DUI. Hello! Ahoy, motherfucker!
Bitch. Bitch. This is how I look at my people. Hello!
Ahoy, motherfucker! Son of a bitch.
That's exactly how I feel. That's how I feel. Like Thomas Sowell said, to come out here and do this every day, it takes years. It's a lifetime of work. Okay, that's how I feel when I talk to my people. I'm always like, hello, ahoy, motherfucker. Like, dog, you act like everybody else can't see us, bro. And that's why I be strongly suggesting that to my people, dog. You have to look at your folks, whether it's family, friends, or whatever. Analyze the people you're talking to and ask yourself a question. Are you a part of these people? Are these coon niggers, lost in that cracker culture and will not let it go?
To be allowed to, and so they're cheering people on. It reminds me of a scene in the Blue Max where this general encouraging this daredevil pilot to do all kinds of wild stunts, you see, knowing that the guy's going to kill himself if he keeps doing this. And
so what do you think they're doing
today? And the tragedy is that people regard this culture as somehow the authentic Black culture.
So why do you think white people and all these other groups want to say nigga? Do you think they want to say nigga because they down with us like that? Or do they want to keep our ignorance going? See, that's what people don't get. He just told you. He said it reminds him of this general in a movie that kept prompting the pilot to do these crazy stunts, knowing he was going to kill himself. So why do they promote us shooting each other and acting stupid? And why do nobody address it? Like, nobody says anything about it because it's all a play. It's all a play to kill these people off so you can take their shit. With who? These fucking Africans they bought in these boats. I keep telling you, there's only like 300,000 that came from fucking the continent of Africa. Everybody else was already here. That's why this is a certain breed that for some reason, whites and blacks kept pushing themselves away from this shit. Like, even the white people today, this ain't authentic. Like, this ain't no authentic white people stuff. This is some weird backyard deliverance coon redneck shit. Like, that's what it is. But they've turned it into the minstrel show. That's how you have all these people on stage. Why do you think the rappers are saying the dumbest shit and everybody keeps saying, oh, you can only be young to do rap? Why would you put people, the daredevil in the air, you keep making them do shit knowing you're going to crash? Why the fuck would you put the youth in charge of the vocal information that the group is going to listen to? Who said that shit? Who said hip hop's a young man game? That was clearly a spellcaster. Somebody was trying to fuck y'all in the game.
And therefore, you're not to interfere with it. It's to be allowed to, and so they're cheering people on. It reminds me of a scene in the Blue Max where this general is encouraging this daredevil pilot to do all kinds of wild stunts, you see, knowing that the guy's going to kill himself if he keeps doing this, and therefore the general will be rid of a political problem. Now, I don't think that the white liberals are doing this deliberately, but I think the net results are the same. They are cheering blacks on and doing things that are absolutely self-destructive.
I don't think they're purposely doing it. He giving them way too much credit. Hell no. I think white liberals are that dumb that they are purposely doing it. Because why would you egg on rebelliousness against the system when you guys are white liberals? So supposedly you're supposed to know American fucking history. So that means you know that black people got their freedom through fighting in the Civil War. So why the fuck would you be amping them on for reparations when nobody can get a dime for one as property, because property is not a human and nobody owes property shit. Second of all, they already know that you fought your way out of that. So why would they be in California promoting black reparations and all this stupid shit that they got you right in the streets acting dumb as hell, representing crack dealing meth heads like George Floyd? He's a crack dealing meth head who's been locked up for putting pistols in black women's stomach, pregnant while they were at it. Why would they promote this? Same thing he said about the dude trying to make the pilot do a bunch of crazy shit so he can crash. Turns out the dude that was a pilot was like political. Like he said, he knew stuff, but the general don't want him to fucking expose it. So yeah, you should do that. And you should do another dip. Trying to get you to kill yourself. What you think they doing with all these rappers promoting all this alcohol? What you think they doing with all these fucking females promoting do men wrong, which is the woman's protection on earth? This is fucking stupid. And shake your pussy. And it's all about money. And why do you think they're doing that? That is the white liberal. People keep trying to blame the small hat. Hell no. Hell no. The small hat gets more views, more production, more conversation from who? Who's the front man for the fucking small hat? The white liberal. That's who you're seeing all day talking all this freedom shit and green and it's all about the world. These motherfuckers, all they have to do is pay these American Negroes what they own, but they refuse to do that. They'll talk about stopping oil. They'll talk about saving immigrants. They'll talk about people in the Middle East. They'll talk about fucking the dogs. They'll talk about everything on earth except what the fuck they owe. Now, see, Thomas Sowell ain't saying that. This is knowledge born. This is God in the flesh talking to you. Like, bruh, you don't see it a mile away, but why would they have to address it if you keep voting for them? Always remember, Malcolm X Ben told you, the white liberal is the worst thing on earth. He'll kill his own people. That motherfucker will go to war with his own people. Y'all know there ain't nothing wrong with the Republicans. Republicans is the reason this place stays afloat. Democrats give out too much money. They go to too many different places, ripping people off, not making no money off the product that they rip off, fucking them people off on their own homeland. So both y'all broke at the end of the day. Ain't we 36 trillion in debt? Ain't everybody else starving all amongst the world? I could have swore y'all been on this Democrat ride for a long time. Are you seeing the results? Always remember, when Bush Jr. left office, we were only 8 trillion in debt. Oh, no, 6 trillion or 8, give or take. You can have it. By the time Obama leaves, we're 20 trillion in debt. How are you going to blame the guy that was there for 4 years, Trump, when Obama had 8? You can't. So at the end of the day, just follow the breadcrumbs. And I'm just talking to my folks. If you another race peeping in. But it's like, I'm just talking to my folks. Follow the breadcrumbs. These guys, these liberal, Democrat, fucking Green Party people, bro, they are a walking disaster. They have never cracked off anything anywhere. Unless you're a dope fiend, because that's all of their areas are full of dope fiends. We're not talking about potheads. No, dope fiends. You got a quarter? Dope fiends. They can't help it. And they can argue about Republicans all they want. Everybody know the South, zero tolerance. Anybody who used to pitch dope from state to state, show of hands, we all know the South, zero tolerance. Don't fuck around in the South. Everybody knows that. Well, except you non-hustling motherfuckers. But look, we're not trying to go back into nigger ideas. I'm just saying, when you've been off the turf and on the turf and your feet have touched the concrete and you've really done shit in your life, then you really know shit. You ain't got to go to school to figure out certain things. So I know all Republican states are zero tolerance on drugs, and I know all Democrat states are very lenient on drugs. Get the point?
What's the difference between a black redneck and a white redneck?
Color.
Same kind of people, same attitudes.
Oh, absolutely. And same kind of results. One of the things I point out in this book is that, as late as
how black people talking shit about Eminem? How y'all motherfuckers got the nerve, the goddamn gall, the audacity to talk about Eminem being a trailer park trash when you ain't nothing but a roach-infested project trash? You the same fucking thing. You the same fucking thing. You got the nerve to talk about Eminem, or he's promoting drugs. You was selling crack the whole damn time. You got everybody from the old heads to the youngsters high on dope. In the Jungle Fever, I suck your dick for $5. No, that was his motherfucking daughter. His daughter is so dope fiend on the block, she doesn't even realize she's offering her dad fellatio. Welcome to reality, guys. What is that? Motherfucker, there's women that sold their kids for a hit of that pipe. There's motherfuckers that have done the craziest shit for drugs. Trust me, sad to say, I used to sell it to them. I've been getting that life fucked up years ago. I'm talking about a decade and some change. Like you can't knock, damn near 2 decades. Shit, you can't knock me. I ain't got nothing to do with it no more. I'm here schooling the rest of y'all. How you different? He said the only difference between a black redneck and a white redneck is the skin tone. That's it. And I can see blacks trying to hide, like, oh no, we ain't no uppity. I mean, we ain't no hillbilly or yuck or yes or Boston. No. They're over her saying things ignorant on purpose, not trying to speak with decency. It has nothing to do with trying to be white. That has nothing to do with it. It's called proper English. Why the hell is the Chinese dude been in China his whole life and speak Chinese slang? You never even heard of that. You never even heard of that. Like, they can't speak proper Chinese. They've been in China their whole life. Something's wrong here. Well, the only difference between Jethro and Snoop Dogg is the color. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You keep trying to play it off, what? Because he creased his pants? Well, shit. The country dude creased his fucking overall buckle. I don't fucking know, but that don't mean shit. Same thing.
First World War, when mental tests were given in the Army, there were whites from any number of southern states who scored lower on those tests than blacks from northern states. So that anyone who comes out of that culture is likely to score lower on mental tests.
Now, are we talking shit about the South? Hell no. No, because that's where people get it confused. There's a lot of smart people down south. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that there's always been a separation, even down south, even everywhere. Everywhere you go. You know what I mean? There's like a separation between, you know, the smart ones and the dumb ones. But in America, it's a little different. In America, everybody migrated away from them. A lot of people in the East Coast, Midwest, West Coast are not from there. They're from the South. But there were blacks and whites that were in the North versus the South. Okay, that education was a lot different. You know, Misty Rose goes up north and turns into Harriet Tubman. She actually has a name. Misty Rose sounds like I don't know, like a fucking, like they put two fucking things together. It's like you put a rose, which is a flower, and then you put Misty, which can be a day, like anything. That's so weird. Like, that's a name. Misty Rose turns into Harriet Tubman, actual name. Wow. Like, she ended up going to school and all different types of stuff, like up north. Okay, I'm not saying that to argue with the South. The South has a lot of great schools. I believe, I forgot what is it called? It's a Catholic school in Louisiana, I believe. I think it's called Catherine's. It actually had the smartest black people in the country at a time. They were all going there. So I'm not saying that the South is ignorant. I don't want you guys to view this video like that and try to, you know, say I'm against the South, because that's not it. I'm saying even in the South today, a Southerner would tell you, I ain't no backwood nigga. They'll tell you that. And you'll be like, what does that mean? I thought all y'all backwood. No. They know there's some derelicts like down there. You know what I mean? Those are the people that Thomas Sowell is talking about. And he's like, those are the lowest scores. Like, the white people would have the lowest scores over the northern blacks. Is like they were like way smarter than these dudes, but these are the ones running the show down there.
To do less well in intellectual areas, whether they're black or white. Among the middleman minorities, of which the Jews are the most prominent, the hostility of these people in countries around the world is out of all proportion to that, to any other kind of group I can think of. In terms of violence, the number of
the redneck, whether black, redneck, or white, is revered in more countries of not wanting to deal with this type than Jews.
Hello! Ahoy, motherfucker! Son of a bitch.
It's like, damn, don't y'all understand the shit that y'all do? I'm talking about on the record, the hip hop shit. Nobody wants that anywhere. They'll let you Bojangle on stage with it. That's fine. But nowhere on earth people want this shit. Nobody does. Even Paul Mooney made that joke about at the damn Grammys or the Oscars where he plays It's hard out here for a pimp. He's like, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall to hear them white. What kind of nigger shit is like, bruh? It's a fact. It's a fact. It's just like it's like Snoop smoking weed at the Olympics. You gotta remember who's in charge while all that's going down. All that's going down with a certain type of the Democrats. Ain't they running South like that?
Chinese kill, let's say, in 1 year, mob action exceeds all the blacks lynched in the entire history of the United States. And the number of Armenians killed in Turkey, during the First World War is greater than that. Of course, the number of Jews slaughtered on a number of occasions in history, even before the Holocaust, is greater than that. So that the question is, why this particular kind of people are the targets of so much venomous hatred? And I think the answer is that they not only succeed, they succeed in a way which is a threat to the egos of other people. That is, no, you can envy a Rockefeller, but he's no threat to your ego because you say, listen, anybody can be rich if he's born a Rockefeller. But the guy who comes here, let's say from Vietnam or Korea, and arrives here with little more than the clothes on his back and a few words of broken English, and a decade later, he has his own little business, and you see his son a few years after that getting ready to go off to Harvard or MIT. You got to ask yourself, you either got to, you've got to hate yourself for saying, my God, I've been stagnating. This guy was nothing, and now he's risen up. Or you're going to have to hate him. And most people, when they have a choice between hating others and hating themselves, they hate others.
Now, he's talking about those low cognitive blacks improving themselves. He's saying all that, hate the white man and all that racism is mainly coming from you being jealous, but you're not applying yourself. You know what I mean? With simple stuff like properly comprehending things or being able to talk with some decency. It's like it's not that hard. That stuff is not hard at all. But this is just Thomas Sowell. I ain't even done yet.
Where does the hatred for this tree?
Number of places, but they are people who have succeeded an awful lot. And
hold on, because I forgot he got mixed topics. Hold on. Check this shit out. Hold on. Everybody want to hate. Nobody want to appreciate. All right, where the fuck are you at? Hold up. Hold up. Wait. I just had you. Went too far. Hold up. Should have put that damn Jeopardy music on in the back. Where are we at? I ain't talking about the Jim Jones shit. Where is it? Shit, did they erase it? They got rid of that shit already? Might have. Hold on, y'all. It was on Instagram, so you never know with them. Oh, no, shit. Hold up. All right, now these is blacks in LA.
But I certainly heard them shudder in church when he said there would be a billion Negroes in Los Angeles.
We shudder because we're singing as the majority of these people are not like we are. And we felt that maybe some of us felt we left this out because we were getting away from this problem. We are part of this exodus too. But we are a little maybe embarrassed by the fact that here we're going to have a mass element come in that's going to create a tremendous social problem in the community to which we find a great deal of difficulty in relating to.
Well, I don't want to sound like a do-gooder, because I really am not, and I'm somewhat of a snob. But I do think that with these people coming in who are not our intellectual equals, nor are of our sociological bracket, they're not to be a handicap to us. They'll find their own level. Now, I do sound like a snob, but I don't mean it this way. But they're used to living a certain way, and they too might rise up above their origin and might one day be our associates.
The whole tone of this meeting is we're setting ourselves up as little puppet Jesuses. We can't help anyone else until we help ourselves. The Negro has had two professions, his own medicine, dentistry, law, psychiatry, and he's had the profession of being a Negro. And many of us have come out here to escape from this second profession of being a Negro. And we are out here a while and we're working in our own field, and then we find out that here these same problems are falling on the heels of 1,600 Negroes a month that come into Los Angeles. Now this gives us problems. It's our own view. It's our own identifying with these Negroes that are coming in with their carpetbags that causes us problems. This is our basic embarrassment that we as Negroes have. We want to live together, yet we want to sort of scatter to the far winds and live amongst white people. We are brought up in terms of that. To have a dark skin
to be a Negro, there is something wrong with it. And if you take a child and raise him, a very impressionable child, and have him grow up in an atmosphere where your color of skin is something that is looked down upon, that there is something wrong with you, that you are not, you don't have the abilities of other people. Even no matter how much education, no matter how much training, etc. you have, a lot of these impressions stay with you. I feel that we have to search for a new image.
When I wake up in the morning, I don't look in the mirror and say, you are a Negro, therefore you will face life in a certain way. I see myself as a person, just like all the people that I work with and the children that I deal with, and they're all people.
I've got to break in here.
Yeah.
This idea of this consciousness of you've got to look in the mirror to face yourself to go through this bit about being a Negro is very naive. The individual, this concept was instilled in you before you could think. Right.
Oh, I know
You
you
see,
did.
and first of all, we have as a symbol in our community the white, straight hair, brown hair, as the symbol of the things it strives for. Now, there's nothing wrong with it, except that it represents the very fact that we're talking about. The idea, the Negro in our society is a rejected.
Now,
Think you know Black history?
now, see, the cool thing about that was it showed both sides. But that was in the West Coast. That's not in the East Coast. Everybody keeps saying that. Oh, the up in the East and up. Even in the West Coast, that type of energy received the same thing. So, besides
Hello! Ahoy, motherfucker! Son of a bitch.
besides that, you know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, what the fuck is wrong with my people? I kind of understand because it's like some of y'all is not us, cuz. You gotta think about it. We all got some hard, toughness in us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got that gangster. All right, cool. Where's that got us? It's only gangster if you run in your building. Like, I think it's gangster that the dude who owns, the big ass skyscraper got security there. That's pretty gangster. You know what I'm saying? We used to be on that type shit. We really, really, really used to be on that type shit. Used to be suited and booted, real fly. But then we keep blaming white people. We keep saying it. Oh, they just ramshot everything. How did we become ignorant? How do you go from suits and ties, right on, march on, stay strong, we shall overcome? How do you go from that to jive, turkey, sucker, damn fool? It's like, how does that happen so quick? Remember, we were saying from the 60s to the 70s. They just went from sugar to shit. Like, but back in the day, you had already had like Negroes in the East and in the West saying the same thing about a certain breed from the South. It doesn't mean all Southerners. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't. But my group's going to have to realize there are two types of us. Okay? This has nothing to do with sense of humor. This has nothing to do with skin tone. Ain't got nothing to do with none of that. There are two types of us. Okay? And like I said earlier with the whole Margaret Sanger thing, she was talking about a certain type of black from the South. Like these type that were just breeding. They were just making a bunch of kids that they couldn't take care of. Some wouldn't even stay with these kids. They would just leave the missus and the kids. It's like, oh, there was so much chaos going around. Okay. Then that started to trickle up north. It started to trickle to the west. And now it seems like it's a whole epidemic. You think about, baby mama and welfare system. No. It wasn't, they just offered welfare and they kicked the black men out. No, hell no. It was already a bunch of ignorant people that were making kids. Some of them didn't have no fucking man around. How do you think they were able to do that? There were so many dead deadbeat families already. Like there's just this deadbeat family. He ran off already. He left with like 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? Claudines and all that. These were low cognitive relationships, making low cognitive people that were not going to strive for greater things. Okay, then they kept populating. Now you got a whole penitentiary full up with brothers, and people keep making excuses like it's the justice system. No. These are a lot of these low cognitive motherfuckers that came from the South. They were already retarded. They were going to be criminals. They weren't going to amount to shit. They weren't shit. It's not the human being. It's the program. It's this hick, redneck, whether black or white, hillbilly program. It's a failure. It's a dead dud. It's a dud. You know what I'm saying? And these are the people that claim to be the rebellion and fucking, you know, the Confederates. No wonder they got their ass whooped. They fucking slow. Okay, well, that spawn gene needs to die off. You dig? And it's going to start with reprogramming yourselves. And the way you're going to do that is by allowing older people to rap to you. That's how it's going to start, black people. Because singing's dead. You guys don't understand. That's why rappers are singing now. Y'all don't even get the knowledge within, you know, that type of harmony anymore. That's why, you know, rappers can sing and you won't say, nigga, can you rap? I'm tired of hearing you fucking try to sing, nigga. I don't want to hear you sing, nigga. I wanted to hear some hip hop for a reason. Rap, motherfucker. Rap. Stop with this corny ass singing shit. I don't want to hear it. But no. That's how lost these motherfuckers is. Okay, it's time for black people's frequency to get into the rhythm of them. That's what it is. That's where you're missing out. You keep thinking knowledge is just talking to you and stand strong and you know, for your people. And no, that's not working for you. You think getting knowledge is just from reading books. No, it's not working for you. You think knowledge is just coming from lectures and discussions on it. No. It's not working for you. You need vibrational energy, but from a knowledgeable source. You don't need these boule, you know, coon MCs on stage and shit. You need more underground influence. You need more, like, I'm not talking about me in particular. I'm saying, like, period. You guys need to go digging back in the crates. You need to go deal with the people that are really for you. Celebrities have already shown they're not for you. It doesn't matter which one it is. They all are doing the same thing. Nothing. Because your vibe's not changing. You're still on the same dumb loop. It's because you're not getting hit where you need to get hit. You need to get hit with some lyrical wisdom. That's what y'all need, because that's what influences y'all. That's what keeps y'all moving. It's the vibration. That's how y'all work. That's why people can tell you to sell dope, pimp, shoot people all day, and that will be the main mantra that you'll be playing, and then that's the main result that you're seeing, and then you'll say something crazy like music has no influence on people. They're like, oh, no, art is a reflection of humans, not humans reflecting art. No, some Mason made that bullshit up. Some Freemason made that dumb shit up. Not no Mason. Some Freemason said some dumb shit like that. No, art is a made-up concept from the human brain, okay? So that's first. It's already coming from people. People created it. Like liberal arts just popped up out of nowhere. No, motherfucker, it's just a flower. You're the one who's claiming it to be art and then drawing it and then creating it. Come on, man. Like, grow up. There's no point of poetry if there's no people to talk it to. There's no point. At the end of it all, it is a program that they are putting people in that is making them dumber. And we need to change the frequency, and not back to Africa, fucking the pineal gland. No, you've tried that already. You've tried that already. You need real information. You need to realize all of you are not from Africa. You need to realize some of you are not from the same stock. Some of you are a dilapidated, defected stock. And you don't need to be talking to people. You don't need to be procreating. You don't need to really be out in the public, period. You need to be somewhere doing a job or something, but you don't need attention. You don't need attention. You don't need fame. You don't need none of that, because like I said, I can count all of my celebrities, and I can see where we went. Nowhere. Straight to the chicken shack, because that is what they're about. I don't want to hear no scary stuff. Oh, they're stopping us. Nobody believes in that crap. Nobody's stopping any of you except yourselves. Why? Because we got some defects in high positions. I'm not going to front. We got some defects in high positions. It is what it is. But the real point of this video is just letting it be known. To foreigners, all niggas is not the same. We're not. You cannot put us all in one box and act like we're all the same person. And another thing, I want y'all to realize, as an American Negro, sometimes we do have to get into dirt to get out of shit. Didn't say that you're supposed to be doing dirt. That's not what I mean. But what I'm saying is, don't hate my jacket. Don't hate my criminal record. A lot of you faggots wouldn't even have made it off the porch. You'd have been murked somewhere in your bedroom. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. So I just want to, state the record clear. We don't choose to be soldiers. We had no fucking choice. So just iron that out. But I'm saying that to say this. Being a soldier ain't got nothing to do with being an idiot. Ain't got nothing to do with procreating a bunch of kids that you can't take care of. Ain't got nothing to do with being knowing that you're destroying your own people by selling them dope, because that's one thing I've noticed about, my people. They don't fuck up nobody but themselves. In certain cases, I take that back. But they don't really fuck up nothing but themselves. Like, they mainly rob themselves. They mainly sell drugs to themselves. They mainly fight themselves. They mainly argue with themselves. So it's like, that's just defected. And that doesn't mean go fight everybody else and go fuck with them. No. Maybe you could just stop that period. Maybe unite, switch it around. You see? Just switch it around. Just, it's a suggestion. Maybe you guys could, be nice to each other. Say good morning for once. Actually build with each other, make things work. Call me crazy. But I can see why that problem is there. Like I said, bro, sis, dog, cat, there's a lot of defects in our group, and we're not admitting it. We're not admitting that this ain't got nothing to do with or being homosexual. No, this has to do with a defected sperm. We have to admit some of y'all are defects. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you run around playing with balls all day. If you're playing with balls all day in your one life and you think you're fucking cool for doing it, unless you went pro, you could have did a lot more with your time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why they created it. They created it so you don't think. So you just run around playing. Yeah, you might get some pussy. You might get a little people clapping for you. But at the end of the day, if you don't go pro, now you just have that in your stigma forever. Now you have to deal with that in your own brain. Damn, why did I go pro? I could have been pro. You stressing yourself out over some make-believe game. Just playing with balls. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers playing with buildings and shit. States, cities, towns. You know why we're not thinking like this? Lost in that damn idiot box with them defects. Them damn defects. Bojangling around. Yes, a boss in there. Everybody mad at Snoop, but they fucking watching all these other Bojangle Pinocchio motherfuckers every day. Like, that's the funny thing. Snoop's a sellout. What the fuck is you? What the fuck is you? What, because you didn't perform for that white guy? Oh, wow. But you perform for all these white kids and all these white promoters and ARs and fucking white managers and CEOs and shit like that, but you're not a Bojangle. Come on, bruh. I'm not a defect. I wasn't made last night, motherfucker. I was made that night, not last night. No, you can't pull that shit with me. And that's why I'm the type making these videos. Hardworking man. Hardworking mother. I was going to say the F word, but I ain't trying to do that. Hardworking mother. Oh, man, boy. In the cold, too. In the freezingness of cold. Like, whew. Get in. Don't even. It's going to take a brother like myself to do this. It's going to take my type of man to talk. Like, yo, y'all corny. Y'all corny as hell. Y'all searching for some shit you should have got in high school. Y'all motherfuckers is still wanting everybody to loathe over you. You're a grown-ass man. Oh, I provide for my family. I got money. Shut up. Y'all, most of y'all motherfuckers out here looking like Liberace. Oh, pretty looking motherfuckers and shit. All dolled up shit. Oh, chain, shine. I got a chain. Oh, chain, the earrings. Oh, look at all my money. Oh. supposed to be a grown-ass man. Sitting here wanting everybody to lust over you, acting like you didn't put their lights on in their houses. Like, y'all ain't doing nothing for them. Y'all ain't doing nothing for them but poisoning their minds for 5 minutes or something. 3-4 minutes or something. Poison a whole fucking nation of people's brains. Oh, that's it. Yes, great. That's all y'all motherfuckers mainly listen to. Ain't no real shit on the fucking radio. Y'all know that. They either talking about fucking a bitch, partying, selling some drugs, drinking, doing some drugs, kill somebody, eat a sandwich, murder somebody else. It's like, bro, y'all know y'all not hearing shit. Y'all hearing about cheating. Y'all ain't even got love songs no more. Y'all motherfuckers hearing about a bunch of depressed motherfuckers. All y'all love songs is depression. Oh, I'll never love again. Oh. Or some, I'm cheating on the motherfucker. I'm cheating. I'm going out tonight. Fuck him. Like, y'all whole system is crap. So I'm saying this. If you want it to change, because it really can, you have to realize there's 2 types of Black Americans. It really is. We're not the same. We're not all the same. And don't get us confused with them uppity bourgeoisie sellout motherfuckers in them fraternities neither. We're not them devil worshippers neither. I'm talking about just some of us just homegrown people that just tired of seeing their people mean mug each other all the time. Like in this one life. It's one life, I'm just tired of seeing black people always mean mug each other. Always skeptical of one another. Always quick to fight one another or diss each other and shit like that. It's like it gets corny after a while. It's like, bro, don't you see this is a setup? Don't make no fucking sense. Ain't no other group like this. They literally got Chinatown. There's a whole town in a country that they're not even from. That's how united they is. You got a gang of little Spanish shops, left and right, up and down, fucking food trucks, all type of shit. That's how united they is. What's wrong with my people, man? I don't get y'all. I'm telling you, there's a secret to this shit. They put a bunch of defected fucking seed around us and shit. Just let these motherfuckers move around, and then they claim that they were the original motherfucking Negro. They the one putting petitions and marches together, getting legislations across, making 50,000 patents in this motherfucker. It's them. The one, Sexy Red. That's who we letting represent us. Motherfuckers should have been snatched that motherfucking mic. How the hell KRS-One threw PM Don off the stage? And I don't know. Well, shit, they all fucking sellouts now. Shit, I can't even say that. But it's like a Rhapsody. Why ain't she fucking threw Sexy Red off the stage? Like, bitch, I'm tired of your fucking shit. You don't represent black women. Get the fuck out of here. Nothing. Ciroc, she could have nothing. It's a different day. It's a different time. Now, since we all got family in the South, let's take it amongst ourselves to dissect and keep it real. Everybody knew somebody from the South that was cool and somebody that was a fool. So it's not like it's far-fetched information. It's really not. And all these people moved away from the South. All people from New York are not from New York. Most of them got people down South. All people from California are not from California. Most of them got people down South. So it's like, what are we saying? The South got plenty of ballers in it. Millionaires, billionaires, educated motherfuckers. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this defected, like, energy. And it's called the black redneck. The ignorant black is the result of the hillbilly slave program. That's what that is. The one that hates himself, wants to kill himself, fight himself. You know what I'm saying? The nuisance, the problem. That's where that comes from. So you can hate on me. I just wanted to drop a video with some facts in it, show you some real people from back in the day and 2005, and just show you how, yo, bro, this shit has already been like conversated about. And now it's time to get to the real nitty gritty about it. Which one of y'all is defected? Which one of y'all is defected people? I'm not saying you in, my life. I'm talking about anybody that watches this video. Which one of y'all defected? Or who do you know that's defected? Someone who's always thinking ignorant, always trying to hurt somebody, always trying to do wrong, ain't never thinking anything uplifting at all, never creating anything. anything, never coming with new ideas or new ways to look at things. They could be a defect. That's all I'm saying. So.